Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Jai Hind, and welcome to Khan Global Studies. Today, we are going to discuss about the current affairs. Like we have been usually doing the current affairs at this time. So, in the previous like 2-3 sessions, we have discussed about this Operation Sindoor. We have discussed about US, India, and diplomacy, and at the same time, we have discussed about India-China trade with respect to germanium, India and European Union trade deal also. These are some of the important topics which are going on right now. Like see, there is one thing. Although there are many topics of current affairs, sometimes I give you some of those topics which are more of there in the news, which are more common. And that is something which I keep on telling you from time to time. Okay. So there are certain topics like India-European trade deal, which you should have which you should be seeing regularly. Then India and UK, we have got this free trade agreement. We have got this one clause of data exclusivity, which we have seen in the last session, and some others also. So good evening and welcome to the session. I hope I am properly audible and visible to all of you. Good evening, everyone. So I guess I am properly audible and visible to everyone. Just confirm me once. Good evening, Kunal, Shikha, Nivedita, Harshita. Sorry, Harshit. Okay. Hello, Pankaj. So the topics which we are going to discuss in today's session, the first topic which we are going to discuss is Indian monsoon. We are going to discuss first about Indian monsoon. We are going to see that what all topics are there, what all factors are there with respect to Indian monsoon. That is one thing which we are going to discuss. Second thing which we are going to discuss is strategic autonomy. Right now we have got several such claims by US, and then there have been responses by India also. So in that respect, we are going to see this, that what actually is the debate going on between India and United States. The third topic which we are going to talk about is India and US trade, and at the same time India has again said that it is going to impose tariff on United States. So this is the another part which we are going to discuss in today's session. The next important part which we are going to talk about is tuberculosis in India. So these three things are mainly related to mains. Although this monsoon is important for prelims also plus mains also. Then these three topics are related to mains. Then we have this one topic, tuberculosis in India, prelims related. Right to repair also, which is part of prelim section. And then we have this India's air defense system also. So these all topics we are going to discuss. Now, even in the last session I told you that I will tell you about the different dates and different batches which are going to be announced. Many of you were asking about the dates also. So we are having this foundation batch in Hindi medium, which is going to start from 16th of June. Okay. So this is the batch of Hindi medium of foundation course starting from 16th of June. At the same time, we are also having this in English medium, and it is starting from 10th June. So Hindi medium batches are going to start from 16th June. English medium foundation batches for 2026 is going to start from 10th of June. So these two batches are there. The third important thing is, many of you have been asking about this Adhyan batch. Okay. So finally we have a date, and that is going to be 9th of June. Okay. So from 9th of June we are going to have this batch of Adhyan batch. We will soon have a formal announcement about this, that what all features will be there. There will be some additional features also in this Adhyan 3.0. We will add something as we update it from time to time. So we are going to add certain more things in this part also. Okay. Then, so these are the things. Plus one more query was regularly there, that is about optional. So in case of optional also you can see you have history optional in English medium by Sivesh sir, then sociology is also there by Vivek sir, and Gautam sir will be taking public administration optional. The other optionals which we have, one is Dhruv sir mathematics optional, that is bilingual. Then we have PSI optional by Sanjay Thakur sir, and then we have of course Dr. Ajay Anurag sir for Hindi Sahitya. Okay, so these optionals are also going to be there. Their dates and all other things are going to be announced in due course of time. Okay, so these were all the informations which you were asking. So these are all the batches which we are going to have in the near term. Okay. Now, so we are going to start our topic discussion. Okay, you have one question: patent company can make generic medicine sell low price. I did not get your question, Harshit. Can you reframe the question once again? Patent company can make generic medicine sell low price. Just repeat your question once again, then I will get your question. I am not able to understand what you are asking. Okay, so let's start our discussion first. Let's see some questions. The first one is this: consider the following statement with respect to nuclear policy of India. The first one is India has a policy of no first use of nuclear weapon. Second is there, India has a policy of no nuclear attack against non-nuclear states. India has a policy of no nuclear attack in case of attack on India with chemical or biological weapons. So this is one part of a little bit of a static also, but these things remain in news. So can you tell me, consider the following with respect to nuclear policy of India. Okay, there is one option A. Patent can make generic medicine and at sell low price at set time. No, see, if there is a medicine which is having a patent, then generic medicines can be made only after the expiry of the patent. Once the patent has expired after 20 years, then generic medicines can be produced. Otherwise not. Okay. So here if we look at this, India has a policy of no first use of nuclear weapon, that is correct. India has a policy of no nuclear attack against non-nuclear states, that is also correct. But the third option which is there, that India has a policy of no nuclear attack in case of attack on India with chemical or biological weapons, that is incorrect. India has in fact a policy that if any country is attacking India with chemical or biological weapons, in that case India is going to reciprocate with nuclear weapons. Okay. So here what we see, that third option is incorrect. Answer will be A option. Now coming to the second one, consider the following statement: critical minerals are considered vital for a country's economic and national security. Second is saying rare earth elements are rarely found in the earth crust. So there are two statements. First is saying critical minerals are considered vital for a country's economic and national security. Second is saying rare earth elements are rarely found in the earth crust. So these two statements are there. What do you think? Which one is correct? Okay, A option. So I think you know this second part, that rare earth elements are not rare. Okay, they are not rare. What we see, that their extraction is not feasible economically or technologically. So that is one thing which we see in case of rare earth elements. Okay. So here of course option A is correct. Second option is incorrect here. Okay. Now coming to the third question, consider the following statements: In India, the patent for a medicine is provided for a period of 20 years. In the patent period, no other company can produce the medicine in any condition. Third is saying the clinical trial data is shared after the end of patent period in India. So that is question number 3. In India, the patent for a medicine is provided for a period of 20 years. Second is saying in the patent period, no other company can produce the medicine in any condition. The third is saying the clinical trial data is shared after the end of patent period in India. So you were asking questions on patent, and so we have a question also here about patent. So what will be the correct answer here? What will be the answer here? Okay, one answer as option number D, C option and D option. Okay. So see, if we look at this one question, in India, the patent for a medicine is provided for a period of 20 years. So you know that is correct one. Second one is saying in the patent period, no other company can produce the medicine in any condition. Now there is one thing called as compulsory. Okay, compulsory, like there is one part that in case of any such like exigency, like there is any such medical emergency or anything like that, so there what we will see that in those conditions, in emergency conditions, there is a provision that we can have production of even those medicines which are patented. So if there is a medicine which has been patented and if there is any emergency condition, so there what we can do is we can use this medicine for production even in a generic manner or other manner. So there is one option of compulsory licensing. Let's say X disease, X is the drug. It is used for treatment of tuberculosis. Now suppose that if a company ABC, it has got the patent of the X drug. Now ABC is not producing sufficient amount of this X drug, or if there is more requirement of X drug and ABC cannot provide that, in that situation there is an option of compulsory licensing, in which any other company XYZ can be given this target that you can make this medicine in India. So that is the provision of compulsory licensing. Okay. So what we see that second option is incorrect, third is correct. So answer here will be C option. So there is provision of compulsory licensing that in emergency condition we can have this production. Okay. So answer is C option 1 and 3. Okay. Now we are having one of the very important topic, and that is southwest monsoon. We are going to talk about this one, that what exactly is southwest monsoon, what are the factors which are responsible for this. This is one of the very important topic. Okay. Now let me first give you a list of the things which are there in case of southwest monsoon. The first thing which we see that there is one thing called as subtropical jet streams. There is another thing called as shifting of ITCZ. There are things like differential heating of land and sea, low pressure, eastern jet streams, masculine high, reversal of winds, plus El Nino, Indian Ocean dipole, southern Julian-Maiden oscillation. So there is not one factor, there are several factors which help in bringing the rainfall in India. So let me discuss this event. Let me discuss this event one by one. Okay. First of all, we have this time period of near about the summer season. Okay. In the summer season, what we will see that by June, by the time we are here in the month of June, what we will see that this subtropical western jet streams, okay, it is subtropical western jet stream. Now normally what we see that during the winter it is here, it is flowing from here. During the winter it is flowing from here, and when the summer approaches, when there is summer, what we see that this subtropical jet stream shifts northward. This subtropical jet stream shifts northward. So in that situation, now there is a condition where low pressure can develop here. When this wind is over India, when this wind is south of Himalaya, it means it is flowing from here. During that time, high pressure is going to be there. Okay. During that part, high pressure is going to be there in this region of India. Now, after this, after this movement of subtropical western jet in the northern part of Himalaya, we will see that here there will be development of low pressure. Okay. Here there will be development of low pressure. So this is one part. Okay. That first of all we see that there is this summer season. In the summer season in June or by June, the subtropical western jet streams, this one is shifting northward. This one is shifting northward. And then what we see that after the shifting of this, there is also development of low pressure. So what we see that in India, this is the time of summer. The land mass becomes excessively heated. So that's why we see that there is formation of low pressure here. At the same time, there is another factor which is, there is another important factor which is Tibetan Plateau. Tibetan Plateau. This Tibetan Plateau further enhances the low pressure. It is making sufficient low pressure here. Okay. Class is not going well. I hope it is running fine. Is it buffering or something? Okay, Ashutosh, I will take your advice under consideration. Okay. So this is one part. What we see that this first part is there, that subtropical western jet stream, it is shifting northward, plus there is development of low pressure. So these two things are happening. Second thing, what we see that this intertropical convergence zone, now it is also moving northward. It is moving northward. It is developing over India. So what we also see that there is movement of ITCZ over India. And see, remember one very crucial part, that for shifting of this ITCZ over India, there is one precondition, and that precondition is that this subtropical western jet stream, it must go beyond Himalayas. When this is moving beyond Himalayas, only then ITCZ can be developed there. Only then we will see that ITCZ is getting developed over there. So what we see that ITCZ is coming here, intertropical convergence zone. That is also, remember one thing, this is the time of June, and in June you know that the sun, it is over the tropics. It is over Tropic of Cancer. It is over this Tropic of Cancer. So that is one more part which we see here. It is over the Tropic of Cancer as well. So that is another part here. Now, at the same time, you will find that there is one more very crucial factor. First, we have seen this subtropical jet stream. It is here. Now we have ITCZ over India. This is the ITCZ. So here we have got the low pressure. ITCZ is basically low pressure. So we see that ITCZ is over here. Now, one more very crucial part. This is the equator. This is the equator. So normally, during the time of March or September, during this time of March or September, we see that ITCZ is here. We see that ITCZ is located here during this time of March or September. So this is the zone of low pressure during March or September. But when ITCZ shift towards India, now it has shifted here. So the winds which are moving here, they will cross the equator and then they will move in this manner. The winds are going to cross over, they are going to cross this equator and then they are also going to bend. So these winds are called as southwest monsoon winds. They are basically called as southwest monsoon winds, which we see in case of India. So that is like many other factors are working simultaneously. There is differential heating of land and sea. There is movement of this wind from here. Okay. At the same time, we see that this subtropical jet stream, it is also moving high. Then there are other factors also. Like if you see here, on this portion of India and Tibet, there is creation of intense low pressure. And this low pressure is leading to formation of a high pressure here in case of Arabian Sea or Indian Ocean, not Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean. Okay. So here there is formation of mascarene high. And what is the role of this mascarene high? It helps in pushing the winds towards India. It helps in pushing the winds towards India. So winds are also going because of this. There is high pressure, there is low pressure. So wind will move from from this Indian Ocean towards this part of Indian mainland. So that mascarene high, and it occurs due to eastern tropical jet stream. So this is also one of the factors, eastern tropical jet stream, that also helps in bringing the high pressure here. And this high pressure helps in development of low pressure over this area of India. Okay. So that is one part which we see here. Plus then other factors are there like El Nino, Indian Ocean Dipole. Okay. So these we have discussed in the past also, like if there is positive IOD, then it brings more rainfall to India. If there is negative IOD, it brings less rainfall to India. If El Nino is there, less rainfall in India. If La Nina is there, more rainfall in India. So these are also some other factors. Plus Pacific decadal oscillation. So monsoon of India is not due to one factor. Indian monsoon is so much complex that even now the research is going on that what are the all factors which contribute to it. But always keep in mind, you should have a list ready for this. That what are all factors. So factors here is, first you can write from here. First you can like see this part. One of the factor is of course southwest tropical jet. Second part is eastern tropical jet. Eastern tropical jet. Then we see that low pressure over Tibet. Then we see another factor, mascarene high. Mascarene high. Then we see ITCZ shift. Then we also see that this reversal of wind. Reversal of wind. Then at the same time you have this El Nino southern oscillation. Then we have Indian Ocean Dipole. Then we have this Julian Madden oscillation. plus many more. Okay. So there are so many factors. There are so many factors which contribute to this rainfall. Okay. So these are at least 9 different things which you should keep in your mind, that when you are going for exam, at least you should have clarity over these 9 different things. Okay. So that time rainfall we can say pre-monsoon. Yeah, right now what we see that the monsoon which is there in the month of May, that is pre-monsoon rainfall. So that is created due to this formation of local low pressures and high pressure condition. So that may help in creation of rainfall. So right now we have this local rainfall or pre-monsoon shower. Yeah. After this reversal of wind, we will see that there is monsoon. So monsoon is basically a wind. Monsoon winds are there which are carrying the moisture from these parts of Indian Ocean region. So when we are getting this monsoon during June, July, August, September, so that time it is being brought from the Indian Ocean region and being put into India. Okay. Prelims में मॉक टेस्ट में अभी भी अच्छे मार्क्स नहीं आ रहे, 70-75 के रेंज में. Nishika, see, it may depend on what type of questions are there in the mock test. So right now I will say just one thing for you, that focus on subject wise solving of MCQs. Okay. Like you can do, if you want to practice, instead of going for full length test, just focus on revising subject wise topics. That will give you much more confidence than full length test. Okay. So don't worry about the mock test now. You can skip the mock tests now. You can focus on just this part, that solve some subject wise question. That is going to help you. Okay. So this is first topic, monsoon and its different factors. Okay. Now coming to the second topic. Okay. Coming to the second topic, what we have is basically India, US and Pakistan. The things which we are going through, response by India and each and everything. So there is a comparison which was given in the Hindu, that what all has been said by Donald Trump administration and what response has been given by Ministry of External Affairs of India. So let's compare those responses. Let's see them one by one. Okay. Now, what is the claim of United States? What is US saying? US is saying that we have negotiated, they have negotiated the ceasefire. Okay. That they have been able to have this ceasefire between India and Pakistan. Now, what is India's stand? India says that it has been done by India and Pakistan bilaterally at the DGMO level. Okay. So DGMO levels talks have been there, and on the request of Pakistan, we have been doing this. So that is one stand by India. Second thing is, United States has said that, like, United States is taking one step like ahead of this. It is going one step ahead of this. It is saying that they have averted a nuclear conflict. Last day also I told you that the Western world, Pakistan, they always have a nuclear phobia. They always have this nuclear phobia. While US is the one country which has actually used nuclear weapons on Japan, they are telling all the people of the world that they are trying to avoid nuclear phobia. In fact, the United States is the region. In fact, United States is the region why Iran is having a nuclear program and why North Korea is having a nuclear program. So North Korea and Iran, they are having nuclear program because of United States. But what they are saying, that they have averted a nuclear conflict in India-Pakistan clash. Now, of course, India has like said that we have this conventional domain warfare only. We have done it only, military action in conventional domain only, no such discussion even about nuclear weapons. Okay. Buffering issue. Okay, so team is working on it. I hope it will get better very soon. Okay. Now, The third part is United States. So United States is saying that I have threatened. Okay, I have threatened. Like they have said that they have threatened India and Pakistan of stopping the trade. They have threatened that United States will not do any trade with India or Pakistan. It is same like that. Like sometimes you have seen that there are some friends in a school. They say to other that if you don't do this, I will not give you my chocolate. I will not give you my biscuit. I will not give you my instrument box. So in same manner, US has been saying that I have threatened India and Pakistan that we will stop trade with you if you don't stop the war. Okay. So again, India has said that there is no discussion with United States with respect to trade. Our trade relations with United States is separate. And you can understand from this part, this is not the first time. Even when US was against Russia, at that time also, India has done a deal of S-400 with Russia. When US was imposing sanctions on Iran, at the same time we have got Chabahar operations in Iran. We have also been purchasing oils from Russia despite several warnings from European Union and United States that they will put sanctions and all. So we have not regarded their sanctions even during the time of 1998 nuclear test. So do they really think that India will care about what US is doing in case of sanctions on India? If they are putting sanctions on trade with India, they will also lose. India is no longer any just economy of the world. We are the fourth largest economy of the world. Okay. So what we see that threaten to stop trade, that is of course not the issue. Okay. Then again, they have said that they will mediate on Kashmir, and India's stand has always been clear that there won't be a single discussion on Kashmir by any third country. It is a bilateral issue between India and Pakistan, and it will be dealt bilaterally only. No involvement of United Nations, no involvement of any third country. Basically, we have done one Shimla agreement. What was the essence of Shimla agreement? Like many people talk about Shimla agreement, but there is a main essence of it. Before Shimla agreement, the line of control was known as ceasefire line. Before this Shimla agreement, the line of control between India and Pakistan was known as ceasefire line. And ceasefire line comes under the jurisdiction of United Nations, that the rules of UN and others are applicable on it. But when the nomenclature was changed by both the countries, that now it will be called as LOC, from that time itself, it became a bilateral issue between India and Pakistan. So it is a very clear, like a very clear instruction from India that no discussion from third party. Okay. Then what we see that they have said that they have done hyphenation with India, Pakistan and other claims. Okay. So they have also said that India and Pakistan will talk at neutral venue. So India has also said there is no such plan. There will be discussion with Pakistan only on two things, that is terrorism and POK. So India has made its stance very clear. Although this response should have been earlier itself, at that time when ceasefire was announced, at that time itself when Donald Trump was making claims all over social media. So at that time itself, India should have given its reply. But better late than never. At least Indian External Affairs now has given a clear response about all of this in open forum that no, United States or any country of the world is not allowed to mediate on any such bilateral issues of India. Okay. So this is one clear intention. Okay. I hope now it is running better. I hope now this is running better. Okay. See, there is one thing. Maybe there is problem from the YouTube side itself. Various YouTube streaming is not going properly, so it may be an issue from the YouTube part itself. Okay. Now, so this is the second topic. I hope I am clear. Okay, so we have this third topic. India's notify WTO of its plan to impose retaliatory tariff on US import. So in the same context, you can see this, that India has also said this, that we are going to have a retaliatory tariff on United States. Okay. So United States have been warning everyone that they are going to impose retaliatory tariffs on India, China and other countries of the world. So now what we see, that there is this response by India also, that we are going to have retaliatory tariff on United States as well. Okay. So this is one thing which has been said. Okay. So India has said that in the next 30 days, okay, India has said that in the next 30 days, we are going to have a tariff. Okay. We are going to have a tariff on US also. Okay. So first, United States have come with a tariff on India. Now India has also said that we will also reciprocate in the same manner as United States is doing. Okay, that we will have this tariff on US also. We will have this tariff on US also. So that is one of the main part which has been said. Okay, and it has said that, like, in WTO, there is a provision of mandatory consultation. This is one important part. There is a part of mandatory consultation. Okay. Under that mandatory consultation, it is said that, like, if any country is imposing tariff on other countries, so in that case, they have to consult with the other country. Without consultation, unilaterally, you cannot impose tariff on all the countries of the world. Now, of course, we know that the United States is not like paying any such attention to WTO rules. Right now, United States has become that, like, powerful goat or powerful like animal which has suddenly lost all the control. It is moving in any direction, it is doing anything. Sometimes you may have seen that some elephants become crazy and then they start destroying each and everything. So in same manner, US is also doing the same thing. First, they have exited from Paris deal. They have exited from this World Health Organization, UNESCO and all. Then we see that they have stopped this appellate tribunal of WTO also. Means they are reversing the entire global order. They are like changing all these parts. They are basically trying to amend all the rules of global trade and all. So this is one thing which we see in case of United States. United States right now is not following any such rules. Okay. So that's why India has also said that we have this right to retaliate. We are also going to impose some tariff on them. Okay. So that is the third topic. Okay. Now I think since these classes are not going on properly, so let's discuss some question, and tomorrow we will discuss the remaining topics. I think right now the classes is not going properly. So remaining topics of tuberculosis and others, we will discuss it tomorrow. Just see these questions once. Okay. Like this is one question with reference to Indian Ocean dipole. Consider the following statement. Okay. IOD is characterized by a difference in sea surface temperature between tropical Western Indian Ocean and tropical Eastern Pacific Ocean. Second is saying an IOD phenomenon can influence an El Nino impact on monsoon. So this is the second question. So I understand that it is not going on properly. So we will cut short this class, and tomorrow maybe we will cover this remaining topics. Class nahi chal rahi. Okay, let's see. Just look at these questions. Tomorrow we will start at the same time. Today I think there is some problem from YouTube side, so streaming is not going properly. So tomorrow we will discuss this part, and remaining topics we will discuss tomorrow. Okay. So we will discuss the remaining topics tomorrow.